The Truth with Andrew Washington. Information on local businesses, things to do, current news, sports, and no politics. The type of information you want. The Truth.
Come watch The Truth with my dad, Andrew Washington.
Here it is, finally, today, November 8th, the day I've been waiting for so long. The Truth with Andrew Washington. So this came about many years ago while my cousin Curtis and I used to watch Ricky Lake. I had the idea and the thought about having a talk show, but doing it a little bit differently, bringing information positively and not just showing all the negative, but having fun at the same time. So I've gotten into a few endeavors. I got into my magic, which has opened so many other doors for me. It's introduced me to some great people who have given me opportunities that I would not have had. This being one of them. So my magic is still a big part of me. It's the biggest part of me. I'm gonna continue my magic. I'm gonna use this as a platform to get my magic out there. I'm also gonna use this as a platform to bring new talent. Like tonight, we have Tanika Bassett. She never performed live before. She performed for me a couple of weeks ago, and there was no way in the world that I was going to start a show without her. She has a hit song. Unfortunately, we won't be able to hear it tonight, but you're going to get to hear her voice. You're going to get to meet her, hear about her. I got one of the best around, Dan Romano, on the show. Talk about actors and award-winning actors, and he's into promoting his comedy show. He just had a pay-per-view event last night, which now just gave me more ideas. Pay-per-view. So I already got something brewing. And then you come across people that you had in your background, your life, years ago. You come back together, and it's just right. It's just a time that you guys should do something together. And so that's what I did. I reconnected with one of my boys, and he's going to do this ride with me from here until eternity. I want to also introduce someone from Central Islip, my brother, Frank Correira. Yeah, Frankie, my brother. How are you?
Man, we did it.
Finally.
Remember this conversation sitting in my backyard?
Yeah, we talked about it.
We got to do something. Let's do a radio show or something.
We talked about it, and as a lot of people know, when I talk about something and you see that there's passion behind it, it's generally going to get done. It's generally going to do that. So
well, I think that's why we work so good together, because we're both like, you know, I'm already doing what you were thinking. You're like, shit, how'd you do that?
So it's a great bond that we have, and it's only going to get stronger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to end up taking this watch off because I'm not going to deal with it.
That's why
I just can't deal with it. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Well, we're going to bring you some entertainment. We're going to give you a lot of things that you may not have known about. Hopefully we bring some information from local businesses who want to come aboard, want us to publicize them. We're going to bring you local talent, and we're going to hear about Frank and how he progressed from working for the town to becoming an award-winning actor. I don't know how you did that.
It was all by accident. You talk about like how people in your life. I went to high school with Richard Kern. Now, you know, we were friends on Facebook. We really didn't connect too much. It's been a while, but I seen he was doing a lot of movies. So I like all this stuff. So one day he's like, hey, you want to be an extra on this movie called The Streets? And I said, what do I got to do? He goes, nah, just be in the background, whatever. So I go there. One of the guys who was supposed to do like a main scene didn't show up. So they're like, does anybody want to volunteer? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I mean, you know, I don't care.
Right.
It sounds like fun, you know. So they were just supposed to whack me. They were going to kill me. But Dan, that's how I met Dan. He pistol whipped the shit out of me. He actually hit me with the butt of the gun. It hurt, but I wouldn't let him know. Now he knows. But I dropped to the ground. Him and the director, Eddie Rocky Rivera, said, oh my God, you okay? I'm like, yeah, you told me to act right. He goes, all right, smart ass, do it again. So I did it a couple of times. And, you know, he was like, oh, you did a great job. We're going to have you back and have you killed. And I'm like, nah, that's cool. It's great. So long story short, he calls me back the following week. He's like, hey, listen, we're not going to kill you. I'm like, all right. No, I thought I was getting kicked off the project. He goes, no. And that's how I met Angel Salazar. We were talking with Angel, and Angel's from Scarface, if anybody's been locked in a closet for 40 years. He played Chi-Chi. Eddie and Angel were talking and saying, like, you can't kill him off. And, you know, it progressed. I went from having, you know, no lines to having a lot of lines to having a lead role and to winning that, Best Supporting Actor at the Corona Film Festival in the
That's
streets. So,
freaking awesome.
and that's how it works. It was just something I never expected, and it was cool.
That's incredible. That's why they say, hey, you want to try this? Yeah, I'll try it. You never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't, and that's it.
And
Anything
I
can
would
happen.
have done
Right
the same
place,
thing.
right time.
I would have done the same thing. I would have went straight there. You're like, you want to do it? Yeah, I'll do it. You're going to kill you. I don't care. Just whatever.
And that led to so many other roles. I mean,
That's my next step. My next step is wanting to get into a movie, and this is a place to do it.
No, absolutely.
The people that are around us are just doing stuff every day. Dan was shooting today.
Yeah, Sal
Sal
Ranella,
Ranella was shooting today.
James D.
James was
Bonavia. I'm sorry if I screwed up your name, James.
Yeah, he's a big. Don't screw up his name.
They're out still shooting,
Don't screw up his name.
But
Hopefully they get to make it, but you're going to see this dude. James played Andre the Giant in the movie The Gambler. The Brawler. Dan was talking about The Gambler last night.
That was a Willie DeMeo movie too, which Willie's in Gravesend. He played Sammy the Bull and Gotti. So,
Yeah, he's a big dude, so we want to get his name correct, but I'm not afraid of him. I don't care.
I don't share his views, James, so.
See, I should speak the truth. I ain't afraid of you. You're big. You can't lift weights with your nuts. I don't care. So, I don't care what you say. You can't do it. You just can't do it. So, everyone's vulnerable. Don't let him go.
But how cool was it that Teresa from Tea Time had her show, and she was interviewing Al Bandero from KTU, and he was the announcer in
Rocky IV.
Rocky IV.
I can't believe it. We have this guy in Rocky coming here on Tea Time to promote the release of the movie again.
Yeah.
They're doing it with modern technology, so hopefully that's going to be awesome. And he's giving us, he doesn't know me. Never seen me before.
He was awesome, though.
And he's sitting giving me advice on things that we should do, things that we shouldn't do. And it was helpful advice.
Absolutely.
And I totally appreciate it. And I was like, you know what? A lot of the things that he was telling us, Frank and I had already prepared. We actually met on Wednesday, and we're going to continue to meet on Wednesday. And talk about the shows and prepare for the next one. So when we come out here that we're ready, we don't just give you dead air. We give you some fun, we give you some excitement, and we actually give you information. And the only way that I know how to do it, straightforward. There's no hiding the punches. Someone's not going to like a question, oh well, they can get over it. But I'm still going to ask it, and we're going to get through it. And if not, we got a 7-foot-tall dude somewhere in the building.
Yeah, besides that too, we want to do some community stuff. We were
like the Toys for Tots you're talking about,
and
getting involved with the fire departments,
stuff like that. We grew up in Central Islip, and we didn't have a lot, but we had what we needed.
We had what we needed, and speaking of Central Islip, we're also going to do a weekly spot on the Central Islip Fire Department, specifically the racing team, the Hobos. They're one of the elite teams in fire department racing, and they have been for many years. There's tricks, I don't know, there's tricks that they do on the track openly, and no one else has copied them yet, but there are a lot of people who come to the practices and watch, and we're going to talk to them and find out what it takes to get to that next level. So that's something we're going to do each week, and then hopefully we're going to get other fire departments there. I just did a Bayshore Fire Department last week. I did a magic show for them for the junior state tournaments. So Dylan, if you're watching, congratulations. The Bayshore Junior Redskins won. I believe it was the second year in a row. I'm sure somebody will correct us. But that was that. So we're going to continue this along. I want to get the piston knockers from North Lindenhurst.
And we get some footage because a lot of people may not know what we're talking about with the big fire trucks and it's
yeah, we got something toward the end of the show when we get prepping to next week. I got something lined up. We get a little taste of what's going to come. The Farmingville Time Bandits, they actually came in 5th place this year. That was the first time in their history that they placed in the top 5.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
My Hobos are not going to like this because all season you place 1, 2, or 3. You get to the state tournament. I did not work. I took off. I declined to do a magic show so I could watch you. You guys put on the worst show that I've seen all year. But this is what champions do. They're going to rebuild. They're going to come back. I was thinking about that too. They're going to rebuild. They're going to come back, and they're going to be strong. They have a great team, and I look forward to what they can do on the track next year. So with that, do we have time to bring Dan Romano on? So I'd like to introduce our first guest in history of The Truth with Andrew Washington. I sound like Dan now. It's Dan Romano from the Dan
It's the Andrew
Romano
Washington
Show.
from the Andrew Washington
Ladies and
Show.
gentlemen, let's welcome, if you haven't seen him before, it's Dan Romano.
Holy shit!
I left.
Am I happy to, where the fuck am I? Am I happy to be here?
Dan, thanks
Andrew
so much.
Washington,
Thank you so
Frank Correira, got my hair all fucked up.
No, that was like that
I was
before.
with these two beautiful girls outside,
I
they're
think Bert fucked
amazing
your head up,
girls.
not us.
They were hoping that you left.
Oh,
They were really hoping that you
couldn't get rid of you quick
amazing.
enough.
You got amazing girls out there, God bless.
Yo, I tell you, that girl is super talented.
I can't
and
wait- I
Nobody
can't wait
knows
to
it.
watch it.
Nobody knows it, not yet. And that's one of the things we're gonna do. We're gonna use.
discovered her.
We're gonna use this platform. You guys are gonna know who she is.
Oh yeah,
You gotta know who she
I
is.
already caught a glimpse, it's amazing. How you guys doing?
I'm doing
Are
great.
you excited?
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
super
You're
excited.
popping your cherry
Absolutely.
tonight?
But I don't know if you remember, a couple of months ago, I first did your show.
Yes.
We sat right here. Well, it was kind. You sat right here.
Yes, and
I
you sat there.
And I sat here.
You were
and I
almost on my
started
lap.
asking you questions. No, you wanted me on your lap.
Yeah, I did. I
You
did.
wanted me.
It always
I still
times.
want you.
It
wanted me.
always times.
You asked. I asked you a question, and you said, "Hey, no, you're on my show." So I asked the question. Okay, cool. Now, bitch,
So how
I
you
got
doing?
you on my show.
Oh fuck.
So now we're gonna talk about some things here.
Talk to me,
So
bro.
first of all, there's something, and I gotta say, both of you guys are very humble because you never talk about the fact that you're an award-winning actor.
He's an award-winning actor.
See what I mean? Just tell us about your award.
But if it wasn't for Frankie, I would have never got it.
We didn't get to that part. Tell us about your award.
My award, I am
See,
very
I keep
blessed.
making-
I had the
gotta divert
honor from Sauronella's Corona Film Festival. I had the honor of taking home something called Best Actor of the Year award. And it was a true honor in the movie The Streets 2, I believe it was 4. Right, Streets 2?
Streets 2.
Streets 2. And that was a movie by Eddie Rock Rivera. Unfucking believable, talented
Kern, too.
cast.
Didn't Richard Kearns produce that one as well?
Richard, I don't know, yeah, Richard Kern was a big part of that, but...
Or that was Streets 1. Streets 2 had a different...
I
And
don't even know what the terminology
So
is.
let me get you into that. I'm doing my little homework here.
Please.
I noticed that the behind-the-scenes cast, the directors, the producers, it switched a little bit from Streets 1 to Streets 2.
Yeah.
Is there a reason? It just wanted to
I think
change
it
it
was
up?
just stupidity.
Stupidity.
Yeah.
So basically, they weren't. They were
They weren't
egos in the way.
Yeah, ego was in the way. Money was in the way, probably, and that's something that I don't get involved in because it's not my. I just wanted to go. Frank, I wanted to fucking go there.
Yeah, we had fun. It was,
We
it
had
was
a
a
lot
long
of-
day, but it was like it was
This
fun.
one,
you know?
it was the most craziest, and I'm being honest. It was the most craziest setup I think I've ever been on, but it worked. And it worked because of people like Frank Correira, like
that.
Scott McManus, like Bella DiMartini, like Sapphire, Sammy Ray Murciano. I mean, these are the people that made this they were the glue. And there's a lot of other girls, Nancy Vasquez, who doesn't get enough credit for that movie. What's the model's name? Lana Asanin did a
You
fucking
can't answer
amazing
that.
job. I mean, the singer. He always reads my Margarita Vargas.
He's not doing good at reading your mind today.
MV, I know what he's talking about.
You know how to speak
I
sometimes.
mean, we had. There was a lot of great fucking people in this
No,
movie.
and even the guys. I mean, we had Rich Walker make appearances.
Let's not get crazy. Rich Walker. I got
Pat
to slap
Marone,
him.
Johnny Butera.
Comedian
Decom.
Rich Walker.
Yeah.
Rich Walker, the comedian you're
Rich
talking
Walker, great comedian.
Just a quick segue into Rich Walker. I was in the magic shop and I had this idea. I was doing this show and I wanted a comedian. And it happened that one of the other magicians who happened to be in the store said, I know a guy, and his name was Rich Walker. Rich, I never met. I spoke to him. I went off to do a gig in Jersey. He called me while I was in Jersey getting ready, and he said, I got a guy for you, Tugboat Manny.
Oh, I love Tugboat.
And that's how
Manny's
Tugboat
the
and I
best,
came
man.
across. And now I see Rich doing stuff. Rich was on Tea Time with Teresa, I believe, last week.
Yeah, I think he might be co-hosting with us.
He was on last week. And it's funny how at the time we didn't know each other at the time, and everything
It
in this
comes-
small world.
it comes full
This
circle.
small world comes
It
back.
comes
very
That's-
incestuous, this man.
So
It's like,
let's get back to the movie and Streets 2. What have you done anything else other than
Oh, yeah.
other than that?
Yes,
What have you done?
There was a beautiful lady named Sarah Martin who Sarah, I send my love to you. Sarah just gave me a deal that I'm going to be a big part of her next 2 movies. And we have a movie called The One that Frankie was supposed to star in it, but Frankie couldn't make it for personal reasons.
My son, so.
And me and Mr. Scott McManus, my other brother in this fucking, I love Scott.
Scott won me.
Yeah.
So at the fundraiser for Cairo Killer, I donated an hour's party.
I remember,
to
and
the
Scott
festival.
won it.
And Scott, that's the only thing he wanted. He had put his tickets in something else. Then when he found out that my prize was one of them, he had to go back and buy more tickets.
Yeah, he lost
and then he
it.
dumped them in. So
I
Scott,
tried to
book
set
this
that up,
party
but-
already, man. What are you waiting for?
Scott's one of the fucking most beautiful people. He's
So
almost
Scott's
as
really-
beautiful as Frank. Frank got a little
had
more
a-
on the looks.
We had a lot of fun.
I don't know why you
together
guys
on the
keep
set.
lying to Frankie.
Well, you know, Frank, it's his show too. I got to bump him up.
You don't
All
have to
right,
I gotta
no,
bump him.
but listen, the truth. So we're gonna tell the truth. Frankie's okay, but on a scale from 1 to 10, he's like a 4.
A 4.
A 4.
A 40.
A 40?
A 40.
Come on,
No,
not
he
past
might-
for 56 years
Guys,
old.
this is
buddy, come
fucking
on.
abusive.
Oh man, this
This is abusive.
I don't know how we're gonna deal with this.
But let me tell you, if I may, these are some of the greatest people I'm going to mention, and Frankie probably could back this up. Working with Nancy Vasquez in her movie was amazing. We're in a movie called War Retroactive that they're bringing back to life now. I
Mark
don't know
John
if you heard.
Jeffries.
Yes.
From,
He was in Stuart
This
Little.
guy usually
different
pulls the
movies,
names
man.
out.
Sarah Martin was amazing. Nancy Vasquez in her movie Marked, Matters of the Heart, which you could watch right now on Amazon Prime. I got to play a psycho patient, which I never had to audition.
I don't think that. You know what? I thought they saw you at work,
Yeah.
and just said, you know what? You're perfect. Don't change a thing.
Oh, thank you.
Don't change a
Thank
thing.
you.
Just come as you are. You know.
Let me tell you, Sal Ranella is another one who's got a lot of hookups. Sal has been doing some amazing things, and we're in a movie, which hopefully we can get you in,
Did you hear
called
that? Or you get me
Good
in the
Friday.
movie?
Yep.
Good Friday.
Me and Frank are going to be starring in Good Friday. We're going to be starring in my movie. What's the name
No,
of
I'm
my
not
movie?
starring. I have a role in
What's the
it.
name of it?
You're gonna make it.
Penance.
Penance.
We have a movie coming out called Penance that's going to knock everybody's socks off.
I was gonna get into that.
I'm
so,
sorry,
So,
I'm
no, that's
sorry.
fine.
Well,
That's
before
fine.
we get into that, I just want to give a shout out to when we
Please.
were in Bum Rush.
Oh, I forgot about
JB,
Bum
Dre,
Rush.
and Keisha. Keisha's the one that turned me on to it, and I worked for Dre.
I forgot. I don't even know how I got on Bum Rush. I really don't even know how I got on Bum Rush.
Bump
And
Rush is
JV,
something
and they
still
were
like
awesome.
that
and
people
that's,
can watch.
That's how we met Pernell Holloway, which is going to be our guest.
Pernell
pretty
Holloway
soon, too.
is
So
coming
it's
on.
like everything
From Bum Rush?
comes around.
from Bum Rush?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Pernell's got a reoccurring role on Bum Rush. So.
I think they told me that I have another role because I play the cop who interrogates one of the killers.
Right.
So that I'm just waiting for the
Unfortunately, my role's over because they chopped
chopped
my
my-
hand off with a machete.
I gotta take them one moment, please, because I just finally got to my phone. I'm pulling out Valentina. Thank you so much. I did Valentina Janik's show.
Yes,
this
Valentina's
morning.
a wonderful woman.
We had a great time. Thank you, Valentina. My sister is watching. My sister in Indiana.
Nice.
Hey, Militia, how are you? Thank you for watching so much. I love you, baby girl. Michelle Astor. Oh, my Lord. Michelle. Michelle helped me. I didn't even know Michelle helped me until it was all over. They said, by the way, thank Michelle Astor. I saw her yesterday. She could have told me, but she didn't do that. But thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. I cannot even get to all these people right now. Tara, Mr. CGYS, thank you. There are a lot of people right now that are proud that we got here.
Of course, and you should be very proud. You kidding me?
Because they say that you shouldn't talk about what you're going to do until you do it.
Right.
But no, I talk about what I'm going to do. Sometimes that gives people the avenue to like, oh, you're not going to do it.
You're a doer.
That's the worst thing.
One thing I know about
That's
you,
the
my
worst
friend,
thing you
I
do.
can
But
guarantee
Tara,
you
thank
is
you
you
very
are a
much.
doer. If you say you're gonna fucking do it, you do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
My buddy Lance Davis is like, yo, let's go. Lance Davis, extremely talented baseball player. He played with the Cardinals, right? The Cardinals. I think he played one of them, the Reds. He pitched for the Reds.
Cincinnati.
He pitched for the Cincinnati Reds. Then he came to the Long Island Ducks and shut things down. And he's part of the reason they won their first championship in 2004.
God bless.
I will get to you guys later. I am so humbled right now the amount of scrolls that I
That's
just see. I
crazy,
can't
man.
even keep up
Well,
with it.
that's what that's.
And
I want to say hello to my daughter who's listening from Colorado. Her and her boyfriend Justin, my daughter Kristen, Katie and her boyfriend.
My auntie in Florida, she's like, "Hey, your auntie's watching." Thank you, Aunt Laura. Thank you
sorry
for watching.
Cursing, but his answer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you what.
phone call.
You want to? I have a phone call. Oh my Lord, I got a phone call. My first.
Hey, Andrew,
It's
Mom?
Shelly.
Mom.
it's Michelle.
I told you it
Asked
was
us
Michelle.
calling to wish you the best of luck on your first show. I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it so much. Michelle is, like I said, she's just everywhere. She's everywhere.
She
You
is.
can't go anywhere.
I'm so happy that I could have been one of the first people that helped you get this going, and to be a part of that just makes me feel so good. And I love everybody that you have on tonight. Hello, boys.
What's up,
And
Michelle?
I just wanted to wish you the best show ever.
Well, I appreciate you so much calling in. And you know this show is called The Truth, right, Michelle?
I do. Why?
Oh,
You need to know a truth
Right,
about me?
right, Michelle? This is called The Truth.
Okay.
So
go.
I was on Disturbed and Confused, and afterwards we did this nice thing. We went out, we played pool. I'm very competitive.
No, you cannot be.
I don't like to
You're
lose.
not gonna
I
beat
don't.
Michelle.
Yeah, whatever. I don't like to lose at anything, right? And just to show,
Michelle gave you a
this is
four-ball
mine. I'm
lead.
gonna throw. But she gave
I
me.
gave you a beating. I
You-
gave you a beating.
Michelle
I was
asked
nice
it-
about it, too.
You're desecrating the name right now. It's the truth. It's the truth.
This is the truth. I did beat you.
All right. So here, this is what I'm
Did
doing.
you win or lose?
I won.
You won.
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
You did not win.
I don't know.
No.
Somebody's a liar
No,
on the
she
truth.
beat me.
Stop
She beat me.
lying.
She beat you?
Stop lying.
So you're
Maybe
lying on the
you
truth.
did.
I can't.
Rachel. I beat Rachel. I
Oh,
forgot.
see,
I
I
beat
think
Rachel.
you left that out.
I beat Rachel Webb.
Oh, you got mixed up with the girls. I understand.
Well,
They look
I-
so much alike.
Well, Rachel Webb is the president of
one's 5
National
foot, the other
APA,
one's,
so
you know.
I
No,
got
she let
that.
you win. I
She
heard the
didn't let me
story.
win.
I heard it. Listen.
She did not let me win.
Okay.
I did not let you win. You were trying.
Michelle.
Oh, you were trying.
Michelle,
You were trying.
Michelle, you know what I like to do? I like to, just put things on the spot. Michelle, how would you like to play a best out of 3 live on Facebook?
I would love to do
Yeah,
it.
you
Do
can't
it.
back out of
Put
you
the camera
can't,
right underneath
you
the
can't
thing.
back out of that one.
Listen, I just won one of my matches tonight. Kick butt. It was a total shutout. Kicked the guy's
Awesome.
butt. So I'm ready. I'm
I
ready
moved
and
up to a
willing.
5,
Let's
by
go.
the way. I moved up. They moved me up to a 5.
Michelle was one of my judges last night.
You know what? I was here. I saw that.
You were here. I was a little because of you. I was a little bit on internet.
Remember,
Talk about that, you fuck.
I told you.
Oh my God.
I told you.
I was like this, huh? Hey, and it's like, hey, are you all right? Yeah, I'm fucking
In
great.
search of a head sometimes.
I told you.
Dan, you don't remember? Dan,
When you
don't
told me it was gonna
remember
go to my
Dan
head, I didn't
yelling
mean-
at
I didn't
you
think it
for
would be
stopping
literally
the
a
word
fuck.
magic?
Listen, there's one thing I do. I'm sorry, Michelle, I couldn't hear you because he was still floating somewhere. One thing I do is I
You
tell
never
you.
stopped talking. No, what I was saying was last night, I don't know if Dan remembers
Probably
because,
not.
you know, he
Definitely
was
not.
doing a little something out in the parking lot. But he got yelled at by you because he kept using the word magic,
Yes.
and that's your word.
I did. You're Michelle.
What was that? Say it again.
Oh my Lord, you're right. He does not remember. So last night,
You want me to remember something?
Dan was the MC of the Dan Romano show, hosted by Dan Romano at the Dan Romano Comedy Special. So
Live in the Dan Romano.
right.
Competitiveness.
So he
It was the Dino Luzzi comedy contest.
right, but you couldn't get that past Dan Romano.
Dan Dino Luzzi.
No, you cannot.
So he
because
kept
everything is
calling
Dan
the
Romano.
comedians magical. He's like, the comedians are gonna work their magic. The first time I let it go, and then he said it again. He's like, yes, they're gonna work their magic. And then my blood started boiling. And then he said it again. He said they're gonna do their magic. So I got him. I said, Dan. He was live. I grabbed him. I said, knock it off. They're not magical. You're using that. I'm
I
a musician.
apologize.
And then you did it again.
was
Yeah,
a
but I didn't
witness.
understand what you were talking about. I was stoned.
As a witness.
When you're stoned, you don't get the logic. You just don't get it. You gave me some fucking magic weed.
You've been a great guest. Thanks.
No.
He was
Michelle,
trying to steal your sunshine.
Michelle, do you hear what I have to deal with? So
I hear it.
that's what it is. But Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate what you've done for me. Just coming on your show, and even today, just put me in touch with Valentina. I really do appreciate it. It looks like I'm crying because this is what I plan to do.
And you know what? Let
And
me tell you
Greg was
something, Andrew.
awesome. Greg was awesome.
You are going to go so far.
I appreciate that.
Michelle, are you ready to do another comedy night?
Yo, time out. Zip him.
I am so
Invite him
ready.
into your show.
Zip him. You were supposed to be the perfect guest. Zip it.
Oh, shit.
Like this
You
is.
got to gag that. You got to gag
No, we don't have to
him.
get.
You
I'll put
gotta
his
gag him.
ponytail in.
You might
his mouth.
like that, Michelle. When
Please don't get him started.
Please
Please don't get him started. Please don't get him started. All right. So I really appreciate it, and I hope you continue to support us. Michelle, she switched her show from Tuesday to Wednesday, and she put a little thing out. What do you guys think? I said, no, don't do it. Chicago Fire. I love Chicago Fire.
Oh, yeah,
Chicago
sure,
Fire
yeah,
is on
yeah.
Wednesday. But her show was on my pool night, which I didn't care. I made sure that I got to her show. But when you go up against
And
Chicago
what
Fire.
night is that? What night is that, Andrew?
Wednesdays
at 9 p.m.?
Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Oh, look at that. She directed me right there. Wednesdays at 9 p.m. with Michelle Astor.
Fell right into it.
I don't know. Last week she had this crazy, wicked makeup artist on.
Dina, my
Frank,
love.
you
Dina,
playing
my
bumper
love.
cars with me.
There's not a lot of problem here.
With me.
Frank Odo?
Also.
Also?
Frank
Oh, I know
Oso.
Frankie.
Frank
He's
also.
awesome. I know
Yeah,
him.
he played Frankenstein for Michelle on her show. Well,
Frank is awesome. He always
he
contacts.
played. I don't think he knew that was coming before he got to work that day. I don't
He
think
had
he knew it
no
was coming.
idea. Actually, at first, we were going to turn him into a woman that had wigs and everything ready, but he wasn't ready for that. He wasn't into that. So we let him, have it easy, and we just turned him into somebody scary. That's all. But Dina, my love, she's the most incredible makeup artist.
Dina, yeah,
Special
absolutely.
effects, beauty, everything. And she's actually co-hosting with me this Wednesday night, and we have Pat Marone coming on as our guest.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
you got to remember this name if you can, Michelle. Write it down because I just spoke to somebody today. He called me. I was resting, getting my rest for the show, and he called me, and it was a high school friend, and he said, "How do you know Pat Marone? I see you're friends with Pat Marone." It turns out that Pat, this guy, his name is Steve Zano, but Pat would know him better as Junior Zano. He said.
Yeah.
They started cooking in the restaurant way back when, and Pat was like a mentor to him in the cooking world. And because I said, yeah, Pat he just finished up working at the nursing home that he was at. I think he's going on to a next endeavor. So it's so weird how this small circle, it just encompasses everybody. You mentioned Sarah Martin. Sarah Martin shot my magic show last week.
Oh, yeah.
And the week before. It's how she's such a good person and a professional at her craft. I was doing one on the 22nd. She shot that one and didn't like the surroundings, didn't like the lighting, didn't like the atmosphere, and she offered to come to my next one and shoot that one for free. I got
She's
the
a
video.
perfectionist.
I got the videos the other night. She sent it to me at like 10:45, 11 o'clock, just as I was getting ready to go to sleep. Needless to say, I watched it all. So she put together a full-length video, and then she gave me each trick and segments so that I can use for different reels, for different things. Sarah Martin, if you're watching, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I told her,
Sarah
like,
Martin is the bomb. But you know what? I
she's
have
awesome.
somebody else here that wants to wish you a congratulations on your first show, Andrew.
Who's that?
And his name is Ryan Sipp. He's part of the APA, and I'm actually playing his team over at LC Lane. What town are we in? New Hyde Park. We're in New Hyde Park. So
the
he
New
wants
Hyde
to
Park
come on and
termites.
jump on. He wants to come on and just wish you a congratulations real quick, and then I'll come back on.
Hop on.
Hold on. Say hi to Ryan.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Hey, how'd Michelle do tonight? Did she do all right?
She actually did really well. She's a goddamn shark.
Any break and runs? Did she get a break and run?
No break and runs. But you know what I have to say? She is really good.
We're gonna have to have a fun night. We're gonna put a fun night together. I'm gonna get my pool team against your pool team, and we're just gonna have fun somewhere.
That'd be a lot of fun. Let's go. Elsie Lane over here. We're having fun.
Well, I appreciate you calling in or jumping on and thanking me. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you continue to watch now. Now that you know about us, I want you to keep watching. Stay tuned. And tell Michelle thank you very much.
Absolutely. Great talking with you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, Dan.
Hey, boys. See, I'm not lying. I kicked butt tonight.
Good job. Thank you very much for keeping
proud of you.
Keeping the spirit alive.
Well, that's because I have all you beautiful people supporting me. Where's my boy Frank Correira? Where is
I don't know. He might be a shadow. This is the first time the black guy overshadowed the white guy. You can't see him?
Second.
Second time. Oh, other than that,
Well, wave, Michelle.
What's up, Frank?
What's
How
happening?
Are you?
How are you?
Good. I'm so happy to be a part of this first show tonight, and I'm happy you guys are together, and I love how close all of you are, and I'm happy to be a part of this big happy family at Strong Island Television Network.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you, Michelle.
we appreciate it. Thank you very much, Michelle.
Michelle, you're beautiful as
All right,
always.
have a great show, and I will talk to you all probably tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Good luck.
I want a phone call to
Have
each
a
and every
great
one of
show.
us tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Before I
I
get
love
back
you
to you,
guys.
Dan, I just wanted Chris Miller. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, Chris runs the softball team I'm on. Eric Miller, oh my gosh. Eric, this is one of the most talented athletes that there is, and he's so quiet and humble. But Dan, I want to get back to you and you winning the best actor, because when I watch award shows, I always think like, what's it like? You're sitting there and you get the nominees, and then you hear your name.
It's amazing.
So when you heard the nominees and you knew prior that you were going to be nominated, and you heard your name with all the other nominees, did you think that there was a chance in hell that when they said the winner it would be Dan Romano?
Fuck no.
That's the honesty I want.
You guys have to understand. When I did these shoots, and this is not bullshit, when I did these shoots, Eddie Rock Rivera would call me at 4 o'clock in the morning and tell me to be on set at 7 in the morning, giving me my lines when I was there at 7 in the morning. If it wasn't for Frankie, if it wasn't for Scott, these guys gave me every trick in the world to memorize my
There was
lines,
plenty of times I'd
including
write something on a
writing
napkin
something
and-
on his back,
slide it.
writing something on the fucking wall, whatever tricks we had.
Well,
I'd whisper to them.
I heard about this. Now, I always wanted to know, because, when you're watching the TV and you're watching the movies, you're like, how the hell do you remember all those lines? Not realizing that, it might have been like 2 30-second clips put together.
Right.
But understanding this, and now talking to you guys, I found out some kind of funny stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff.
Lot of funny stuff. Like, you talk about owing them that trophy. I hope one of them have it.
Oh,
Because he had, Frank, the lines were taped on Frank's back.
yeah, they were.
So as Dan's walking behind him, he's reading.
Oh yeah, and I still made it look good.
There was also a couple of times I whispered from the back, like, put the fucking gun down.
Look, listen, me and Frankie, there's one role that I have to say, there was a part that me and Frank created within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was probably one of the most powerful scenes in the fucking movie. And it still didn't come out edited right. And it still was fucking powerful.
That was the one we did in the hallway talking about if you got whacked, I was going to take over.
I said to Eddie Rock Rivera, I said, Eddie, do me a favor. Just put the fucking camera on. Don't say nothing. Let me and Frank run with it. And me and Frank had fucking lightning. We had fucking lightning right then and there. Off the cuff. Not fucking, no rehearsing. Now, Frankie
all
just go with it.
yeah.
Frankie, and it was a powerful scene. It was about me. If I die, me giving the power over to him because he's my brother.
Okay.
And it was a very good fucking scene. And most of those fucking scenes that came out like that were written on the cuff. They weren't part of no fucking script. Because we did about 2 or 3 of them.
Sometimes that's the best. That's the best way because you're feeling what's going on at that time.
Exactly.
So what's written on the paper might not be a good feel for what you're
Exactly.
doing.
You know what
now.
was good too? With Eddie, like we would read something like part of the script, and I would like, that's not something that he,
Yeah,
like
that's
a
not a
mobster
mob
would say.
thing,
So
yeah.
I'd say, listen, can I say it like this? And he was like, yeah, that's better.
Of course,
he gave
you
us
did.
freedom.
But tell
He gave us
him
freedom.
how you told him. Listen, Eddie, you're Puerto Rican. You don't know how to fucking write a Guinea movie. That's the way. That's the way.
But this
Frank
is
would
the way.
tell him.
Yeah, okay.
This, you know what? This is because Frank's from CI.
Yeah.
This
simple,
is
simple.
what we do. We just tell it like it is. If you don't like it, what do you say? When God's
Right, exactly.
Well,
Me and Frankie didn't give a fuck.
well, I can imagine.
We
I
were
can
working
imagine.
for free, so we said, "Fuck it, we'll do it our way."
We'll do it
No, but Eddie did a
my
great
way.
fucking
No,
job.
Eddie gave us
He
a
did
lot of
great job.
freedom and, to kind of improvise with things and stuff. So that was definitely
Yeah,
cool.
he
I mean,
gave us
like,
a lot of leeway.
It was work, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, you had a couple of bad experiences that you turned good and bad sets that you guys made good.
Oh,
you
we
won
had a
some
lot of bits.
awards.
Yeah.
You mentioned Penance, and I've heard you say several times you're going to put the mob movie world on its head.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
In this movie called Penance, it's nothing like you've never ever seen before. It's not your typical mob movie. It's a movie that has very powerful people. There's a reason why it's called Penance. There's a reason why and how certain people got their power, and something happens in the movie that brings something mythical from a different fucking world to this movie that never has been done in the mob world yet.
Okay.
And I don't want to say
Yeah,
too
you
much.
can't say too much.
But Bella Di Martini plays a very important role in this, and we are looking for one other person to play a solid.
Is the script done?
Yes, the
It's
script is done.
Is there a time frame on when you expect
I
to start?
would hopefully start doing everything in February.
February.
February is my goal to get everything started. I already contacted a producer, director we have, which is our boy Richard Kern.
Yep.
Richard Kern has got. Richard Kern he has to blow us out of the water. He's got to bring his A game. I'm dependent on this man.
So how is it being your baby, your pride? This is what you're essentially like. We could make it know that you're in the pizza business. You own your restaurant,
Right.
and December 31st you're done,
Correct.
and you're moving on to this
I'm
endeavor.
moving into other
and,
things.
and you're pretty much putting everything
All-
into Penance.
a lot, not everything, but a lot.
Well, a lot of
Enough.
independent. How is it going to be working as an actor watching someone else direct your movie?
Well, I think I'm.
Because I see how you are already.
Yeah,
I
I had the vision,
right.
and I'm gonna hope that Richard Kern can bring my vision to life. And I'm not gonna lie. I already put in my contract what they call creative control,
Right.
which simply
So this
means
is why I was. This is why.
which simply means if
I'm
I
good at
see
this
something that's not going the way I need it to
You might know
go,
what you're doing.
I have the right to pull it and make sure that it goes the way I
So
need
you,
it to
you
go.
have the final say.
Correct. I always have the final say.
So Richard, another form. I'm going to keep plugging CI Pride, brother.
That's right.
Richard Kern's another centralized guy.
Right, he's a great guy. Great
so
guy.
so Richard is the director, but
Right.
you have the final say.
Correct.
Awesome.
And
I
that's
think-
with
I
any
think-
line. Yeah.
I think Richie will do a good job because he's done a lot of horror films.
There's a
and-
lot
and,
of horror
you know,
films.
I think he kind of shares your vision.
Yeah.
I think,
No, yeah,
you know,
no. Me
so.
and him are going over it. We're going over
Well,
what.
I
And that's
just
what
wa-
it is. Everybody get together.
I just
and
want to
be on
put
the
this
same
out
page,
there,
You know?
and I want to put it out there so everybody
course.
knows, because there's a myth about the black guy dies first. So if there's any chance in hell,
You're dying second.
time out. If there's any chance in hell
Yes.
that you're putting me in this movie, I can tell you I'm going to have creative control. That I'm not dying first. The black guy is not dying
I don't
first.
know. Oh my God, he threw Dino
Knocking
off.
everything
Dino
off.
loses.
I don't think you're gonna die, but we're gonna see what happens. I can't guarantee it.
All right. Well, Dan.
But I got news for you. You
What?
know who I just asked to be in this movie?
Who's that?
Chris Roach.
Chris Roach. I got
And
to
if
work.
Chris-
with-
if
He's a
Chris-
funny dude.
He is. And I think Chris would pull off the one of the main
Yeah,
leads.
absolutely.
And if he says yes, he's very hesitant because he says it might go against his Catholic religion.
Okay, all right.
So I might have to change his religion in the future. Now, but whatever his answer is, I respect. But I have to emphasize one thing. In acting, there's no such thing as against my religion. It's acting. It's not fucking real. When you talk about comedy and you make a joke about A or B, it's comedy. This is a fucking movie.
Listen.
So if you're professional, then be a professional and do me the fucking favor and bring your acting ability. This goes to each and everybody that's going to be on my set. No jerk-offs, no wasting time, none of the shit that we did. Not the shit that we did, I would die.
We had,
you know
we
why?
had nothing but time, so, you know.
This is as simple as this is my money now. So my money,
course,
I
of
need
course.
every motherfucker to be on point.
But that's also why you have a set list. You
Yeah,
have,
we're
you
gonna
know,
have
what time,
everything.
who's coming in, what
Nobody's
scenes are being
gonna be
shot.
on
So.
that set that don't belong.
Right.
No fucking extras.
Because there's nothing worse than being there at 7 a.m. and your
Finishing
shoot's
at
not
5
till
in the morning and we're
your
not done.
shot's not until 5, where you could have just
No,
been
no,
home.
no.
You know, like
That's why we wait till you see what we got going on. I think you guys are gonna love it, guys. I know you have another guest.
Yes,
I don't
we do.
wanna
I was
blow
about to
your
kick
time.
you off. I was about
I
to kick
love
you
you
off
guys.
right now.
man.
Congratulations.
Dan,
on
thank
the
you
truth.
very much.
Look at it. I wrote it for you in case you forgot to
Yeah,
put
you
it.
spelled his
spelled
name
my
wrong.
last name
You
wrong. I
spelled
have to
his name
fix it.
wrong.
It's okay.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
out.
I fixed it just now.
Yeah.
Guys, God bless you.
prick.
Watch the truth, my boys.
Michael,
I'm out of here.
talk about a whirlwind. Oh my Lord. But that's Dan Romano, and he's one of the sweetest guys. He's a nut job, but one of the sweetest guys around. All right, so next we have, this, like I was telling you before, nobody knows about her. I'm going to bring her out here and tell a story on how I met her. We have Tanika Bassett. She is a singer-songwriter, and hopefully she's coming on to our set somewhere. Tanika. Well, I met Tanika while I was. Oh, here she is. Come on in. Hey.
How are you?
Welcome. Come on in. Here's Tanika Bassett. But am I saying it right, Bassett?
Bassett.
But she's got to get the Trini.
Oh, is it on?
She got the Trini in it. So let me say, sac passe.
It's not Trini. That's
I know. It's Haitian. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. So I met her. I was going to a concert. Ja Rule was there. A couple of people were performing at the Brookhaven Amphitheater. And I needed a quick COVID test so I could go backstage. Everyone says I look like Ja Rule. So I want to do magic for Ja Rule. So I went there, and she happened to be the nurse who was helping me. And I told you, I said, you better not stick that thing. I was not playing with it. I said, you better not stick that thing all the way up my nose. And she was like, no, I got you. And I swear, I don't even think she did it, but she did a great job. And then we started talking about, you know, what we do, and did some magic. And of course, I loaded up the room with Dr. Joseph. You better be watching. You better be watching, Dr. Joseph. So I loaded up the room, and I did some magic. I blew them away, and she started talking about that she sings, and everyone sings, but I'm up to give everybody a try. I get her a shot. So she had a TikTok. I showed her my TikTok. She's like, oh, you got that many? What? Yeah, I got that many.
Got that many
Yeah.
views.
So I listened to some of her stuff, and I was like, I have to have her on. So we set it up, and then somewhere in that conversation, she goes, I've never performed. I said, what? You never performed. I'm like, so what? You know me. I'm like, so what? The nerves started like a month prior to the show for her.
Yeah.
I was like, don't worry about it. You're going to feel
days
this.
after you asked,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
I'm like, she's like, I got a new mic, I got this, I'm doing it. I'm like, don't worry about it.
was
You're
trying
going to
my
be
best to
fine.
prepare, yeah.
You're going to be fine. And she sung. And let me say this right. She sang.
We're gonna get to hear her.
We're going to have to do an acapella, because listen, let me tell you. You do?
I got it.
What?
All right, let's hear it.
So, all right. Are we ready for that, Bobby? So I'm going to let you introduce the song because she switched up. Let me tell you what she did. We talked about, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then last minute, she's like, what about this? No, Tanika. Right? Bring it back on course. I said, no. And then she sang the song, knocked it out the park. So I'm like, oh, I want to bring you on the show. So what she do? She switches it up. So I have no idea what this one is. So I want
so
you
this
to.
is the one that I let you listen to the first time.
All right. Oh, I do like. So introduce the song to everybody. We're going to
Okay.
listen to it, and then we'll get back into.
All right, my name is Tanika Bassett, and this is my song, Late Night.
Yeah.
ain't tryna waste no time, boy. Don't think you're ready for a bitch like me. Really must be out your mind, boy. If you think I'm staying, cause you say you love me, yeah. You say I got everything that you want. Didn't know you had a wife out your front. Cause if I knew it, you know I'd be gone. Cause if I knew it, you know I'd be gone. Man, I'm on a late night. See a few times a week when I don't on the phone to the daylight. Feeling something ain't right. He be in and out of town when he come through. We can't never spend a night. Gotta get some insight, yeah, gotta get some insight, yeah. Cause I got a feeling inside. Something just ain't right. You ain't know it's over, yeah. You must not be sober. Won't be no getting up in these sheets. Won't be having looking crazy, babe. No. If you ain't know it's over, yeah. You must not be sober. Won't be no getting up in these sheets. Won't be having looking crazy, babe. No. And every time you come around, you come in with that same old shit. Baby, don't know what it's gonna take for you to get it. Calling on my phone this midnight, trying to get on to get back. Met him on a late night. See him a few times a week when I don't on the phone till the daylight. Seeing something ain't right. He be in and out of town when he come through. We can't never spend the night. Gotta get some insight. Yeah, gotta get some insight. Yeah, cause I gotta feel it inside. You ain't know it's over, yeah. You must not be sober, yeah. Won't be no getting up in these sheets. Won't be having looking crazy, babe. No. If you ain't know it's over, yeah. Must not be sober. Won't be no getting up in these sheets. Won't be having looking crazy, babe. No.
What did I tell you about that?
That was amazing.
Thank you guys. Thank you so
Listen,
much.
I know talent and I know music. This girl right here is a star.
Oh my God.
She is a star waiting to happen.
You are so sweet.
That was amazing.
It was
Thank
absolutely
you.
phenomenal.
And let's get into a little bit about you, because some of the stuff I kind of attribute to not attribute, but relate to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You just got back into singing?
Yes.
What?
Why did you
So,
leave?
Long story.
Life.
Short
Life.
life. Exactly.
That's what I say. Because I was into magic and I stopped for like
Yes.
20-something years.
Yes.
Life happened.
So I have 4 kids.
Life. A lot of life.
So that contributed to.
What is he doing?
So that contributed to me stopping. But I was recording music. My father's also a musician. He did calypso music and soca music in Trinidad. And one of his really good friends is his name is Mad Stuntman. I like to move it.
I like to move
So
it, move
the
it.
first time I ever went into the studio was with the two of them, and they did a song together, and that was like my first time ever recording. And from there, I kept singing, and my mom brought me to the studio 100 million different times, and then I had a baby.
So tell me about, you used to have don't want to say karaoke, but family sing-alongs?
Yes.
How is that?
So like on Sundays, my dad would have his friends over, and my mom's friends would come over. Then they would hang out, and towards the end of the night, my dad would pull out his bass or his guitar, and he would start playing. And then, here I come, come out, and I'm singing, and me and my dad are singing, and my mom and my sisters. Yeah, so we would do that usually on Sunday nights.
So who were some of your inspirations to? Because I hear your voice. You were mentioning.
My daughter's watching. She's going to agree. Keisha Cole. Just in some of those lyrics, I hear Keisha's voice in it. So.
When we were out, when I did the show when she first sang, my cousins surprised me from Florida, and they were singing the hook.
The whole song.
The whole song.
Yeah,
Really?
they learned the lyrics to a song that they never heard
The first
before.
time that she's as she's singing it.
This
is
does
what
that
I
say?
mean.
What does
This
that
is
say?
what I mean. That
it's
she's.
amazing.
So I'm sorry. Go back to like some of your inspirations in that.
I would say I grew up listening to Anita Baker and Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. Those are like really big. Beyonce, I think everybody's influence was Beyonce. And Destiny's Child. I listened to everything. I mean, I listened to Earth, Wind and Fire, the Eagles.
That's the good stuff.
Funk big time. My dad was a big funk guy. So
I got one more question because I got to bring someone else on really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember your first live performance?
I do remember.
Can you tell us quickly about that?
So, my first live performance actually was with you.
Oh, really? I had no
It was
idea.
so interesting.
Yes.
I had no
The
idea.
reason behind it.
I had no idea.
I actually opened for a magic show for Andrew, and
That's
chance
going to be
to
something you got to see me at work.
yes,
right?
you're
You
awesome.
got to see me at work.
Yeah, it was fun.
So I got to tell you, I'm going to do something. You're not done. I'm going to Jersey December. I'm taking her with me. Jersey's going to find out about Tanika Bassett.
Yes.
I want to thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I
Thanks,
appreciate
you
you
Please,
guys.
Thank you.
please do not. If you move away, don't move too far
I
from me.
won't. I'll always find you. Don't worry.
Because
You won't be a stranger.
I'm doing this with you. I'm
Thank
doing this
you.
with
I'm
you.
doing this with you.
Thank you
so.
very much.
Thank you guys so much for
right,
having me.
you have
Have
a good
good
one.
night.
It's going to be a little quick, folks. I'm sorry about that. But, this guy, I always knew. I heard about him working in the studio. He's like a monster. He doesn't stop. So when he starts at 7 a.m., he doesn't stop at 7 p.m. He keeps going on and on. I'm going to bring on the actor, director, producer, friend of the show, friend of Frank Correira, Mr. Sal Ranella.
Yo,
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
hold on a second.
Thank you.
Bring on the
First of all,
crew.
I brought some guys because we're doing a little bit of invasion. I brought our bodyguard.
You got the bodyguard
And we
slide
brought
on
you
it.
some gifts,
We
guys.
got some gifts, some Dino
We got
Luzzi.
The monster, the beast,
What's up, Joe?
Frank, the bodyguard.
There
The
it is.
beast
Big
from
James.
the east,
Mr. James.
Go ahead.
Oh, come on. You got
Bijan
Bonavilla. I worked on that name. How are
Come on in,
you?
Big Jim.
Here,
You guys are missing the chair.
No, you are the chair. We didn't have a chair big enough.
take that stool.
Slide in.
Come on in. Come on in.
So you slide in there.
Come on in.
Yo, man,
How are
nice to
you?
meet
Big James,
you.
man.
First of all,
Come on.
congratulations.
Look, you
You
got
guys
a
been
duck.
working all day, right?
Yeah. We've been filming.
Come on in. Come on
Listen,
You know how my grind is always.
Yeah, no, you go hard,
Have a
man.
toast.
You go
7
hard.
days a week.
I had some things I wanted because I love wrestling. Way back to the days of Bob Backlund. My first wrestling match was Jimmy Snuka and Bob Backlund that I got to watch.
That's amazing.
Okay, they had wrestling at my high school. And,
Well, here's to Jimmy Snooker and Bob Backlund. Then.
oh, appreciate it.
Yo,
Appreciate it.
Salud.
A
Do you
toast to
know-
superstar Billy Graham that Bob Backlund stole the belt from.
Oh, you
man.
You remember?
I'm like the Grand Wizard here. I'm his manager.
This is what I hear. I wish we have to do this again when
Yeah,
we
we'll
have
do it
time.
again.
We got it.
Because
This
I
is just
wanted
to
to
come
get
in and
into
say
all that.
congratulations.
Thank you. I
That's all.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
We're here to
Because
say-
We gave our word we were gonna be.
I
we
appreciate
appreciate
it.
it, James. Thank you.
I appreciate
We
it.
don't know
literally
show.
said that we were gonna. I told him.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. We gave these guys our word. We're gonna.
We
be
don't know
there,
show.
And we know it's late in the show or whatever. We're not gonna get over to go over a whole lot.
It's okay.
But you know what? We came to represent
No,
for
but
you.
you guys
That's it.
I
have open
appreciate it
invitation
so
back
much.
whenever it's good
I
for
want you guys to
Thank you.
come back
Congratulations.
because I'm going to do something really
Congratulations.
stupid. I'm going to do something really stupid.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm going to get you in the ring and I'm going to challenge you.
Oh man. So Frank's
If
gonna
I
be.
had $1 for every time I heard that.
No, but we're going to do it for real.
Hold on.
We're
For
gonna
charity?
But you can't
Let's
hit
do
me.
it right
For charity.
What?
Let's do it right here in this.
Hold on, hold on.
You don't want to go now? Hold on. You don't want to do that
Contract. You gotta sign the contract.
now. You're lucky. You're lucky.
Hold on a
You're lucky. You're lucky.
I'm.
Hold on.
You're lucky.
Hold on a second.
Whoa. You gotta sign the contract first.
Hold on a second.
Sign the contract first.
Frank
Why?
is
So you.
Sign it.
Frank is your
Sign
favorite.
it.
Whip your damn.
Sign
Your
it.
second?
Sign it.
Hey,
This second.
who
Sign it.
framed this camera shot?
I don't know. Who made
It's
this?
all Sal.
It's for me.
Congratulations, guys.
What's going on over
It's
here?
amazing.
It's for me.
Oh, man.
God bless you.
Oh,
I
my
got
Lord.
my sunglasses. Yo,
You're bad.
This is my.
Listen, you want to do your show live? You want to do your show live from our November 20th wrestling event?
If we can make it happen,
You can
with
make it
Bobby's
happen.
the man.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
wrestling. All right.
And then we'll do something for charity.
I was
November
joking.
20th.
I was joking.
Yeah, hold on a second.
I was
In
joking.
November 20th. No,
Wait.
no, we ain't
Wait,
joking.
wait, I was
In
joking.
November
Time to buy the
20th,
drink.
going down, baby.
I'm in. I'm ready.
November
Italian
20th,
American.
New Jersey. We have a company called
Come down, bro.
NAX.
Come down.
It's
let me-
called North American Experience. All right, we're running a show called Smashing It because that's what we're doing in the industry right now. We're smashing it. We're killing it everywhere we go. And on November 20th in Clifton, New Jersey, at the Italian
282 Parker.
American Family Association at 282 Parker Avenue. At 7 p.m., we're going to hold this event. NAX presents Smashing It.
The home
I'm there.
of NAX.
I'm there.
The Italian
All
American.
right, I got news.
Frankie's there too.
Listen,
That's
if you
your
guys
second.
come and run your show live from my wrestling event, from our wrestling event, I'm telling you, I'm going to give you guys a table ringside.
Yeah, nice like
and
this.
I'm going to put my opponent through your table. Remember that group Public Enemy from
Yeah.
Long Island? When they used to say, "Don't believe the hype."
Don't believe it.
believe the hype, son.
You
November 20th is
November
going down.
20th, 7 p.m.
Thank you so much.
Man, God bless you guys.
James,
I hope
thank
have
you.
A million years
Thank you.
of
But
show.
it's still going down. Just because I'm thanking you, don't mean I just got to do this for the show.
Yeah.
James Bonavia.
Listen, let me tell you
Me and
something.
you.
You're already sweating right now.
Oh, cause I'm worked
Right
up.
now, I'm dry.
He's 7 foot, damn it! I had to get a ladder to get up there.
We're going to wrap it.
That's it.
2 minutes.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes.
Listen, as his manager,
That's what
we
she
put
said.
the pizzazz and the razzmatazz, but we want you to continue much success with this show
I
and
appreciate
put
it.
all the pizzazz
I
and your
appreciate it.
If y'all,
razzmatazz.
I appreciate it so
God
much.
bless you
If y'all
guys.
haven't seen my movie, my portrayal is Andre the Giant in the movie The Brawler.
The Brawler.
It's streaming right now on Netflix, Amazon Prime.
I'm watching it
I'm
tonight.
the first person to portray Andre the Giant on the big screen. I'm very proud to do that. You know, I got a little bit of clout for doing that role. You know, it wasn't easy to pull it off.
No.
I literally had to gain over 50 pounds to portray the role of Andre the Giant. I weighed in on the day of the filming at 309 pounds. Right now, I'm about 256 pounds.
Slim.
Amazing,
For
right?
a big dude, you're slim.
Right.
And I was reading just before they kick us out of here. Malta the Damager is your wrestling name.
That's right. From the island Malta.
Island
Malta
Malta.
The Damager.
So I'm gonna go against Malta the Damager.
What's your What's your
The
rating?
Enforcer.
The Enforcer.
No, you can't use
No.
that. That's
Why?
Arn
That's Arn
Anderson.
Anderson, bro.
But that was mine before Arn Anderson.
It was
No,
your
no.
Yo,
When?
you're gonna have to call up
Seventh
Arn
grade?
Anderson.
And how,
No, no.
I used to play hide it.
November 20th event, we're gonna bring Arn Anderson down. And
Where
can
do you
take
live?
that away.
Where you from?
Coram.
Don't forget,
the Coram
wrestling is
Enforcer.
a community.
Yeah,
You can't
I
go
love it.
around like perpetrating.
I love
No,
it.
you can't do that. You gotta get permission.
One of my biggest claims is I got to watch the World Series with Mick Foley at his house.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because he was a big Ducks fan. But let me get into this. Thank you guys so much.
Again, yes.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching. This has been the best for our first night. Frankie, I think
Thank
we
you
did
guys
a
for
good
tuning in.
job.
Appreciate it.
God
Thank you
bless
guys.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you
To
for
come
having
in, I
us.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Watch
You
the
guys
Brawler.
are
You'll see a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
watch
guys.
it.
You'll see a lot of guys from Good Friday.
I'm gonna watch it.
His big movie coming out. It's
Good
a mob
Friday.
comedy.
I want to get
It's
Good
called
Friday in there. I would
Good
definitely do it.
Friday. Director, producer. There's a many producers on the set, but Sal's put his life, and this is his work. This is his writing, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Absolutely
We're all on it.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night,
Salute.
Dino, our bodyguard.
All right,
Yeah,
Dino,
he's
say
a
that again.
bodyguard.
Dino.
Thank you, Dino.
Back